Howdy, everybody. What's going on? Good to see everybody down there in Chatland. Much appreciated. Howdy do, Canadian Witch.
Hello, hello.
There we go. Well, maybe that's not too loud. Got a little ambient music for the background.
Cool.
No, it's the Tig Tig.
Yeah, got a little ambient music. Uh-oh, hold on. Okay.
What's going on, Tig?
Oh, not a whole lot. I just come on here and see if you was going to be chasing any parked cars today.
Ha ha, not me. Howdy, West Haven. Howdy, Jennifer. Yeah, I saw that. I ought to be ashamed of myself not having as much confidence as I did. Yeah, sure, Derek. Come on.
Hello to the Canadian Witch. How you doing?
Good, how are you?
You know me. I ain't never up to nothing good.
No more true words have been spoken.
The old sheriff keeps me in line pretty much all the time now.
Oh, there it is. Well, there he is.
Hey, there he is.
Hey, what's up, guys? Tig Sheriff.
Oh,
Canadian Witch.
Hey,
chilling like a villain.
I was just on another live stream
What was that?
on Facebook. So, Sheriff, before I came on, I heard Tig said he just came on temptation.
Yeah, he always got to be smart, Alec.
Oh, I've been chasing
me.
I chased my tail, so no worries about it.
Right?
Chasing your tail.
Yeah.
Do you feel silly when you do that?
Yeah.
Oh, look at my hair. My hair looks really good tonight, don't it? Yeah.
Sheriff, he's not playing with the deck, is he? Tig's not playing with myself.
I mean,
He never has been.
He's a few cards short of a 52 deck. That's what he is.
He's 10 brick shy of a 10 brick load.
what's a brick?
Oh, Oh,
It's almost my bedtime.
I figured you'd probably already be in bed before I started this thing.
Yeah, Mama Tig let me stay up a little while tonight.
Yeah, you know to ask Mama Tig if you can stay up. She take a ball back to you.
That thing hurts too.
You can tell how old Tig Tig is by the knots on his head.
And you can tell how mean Mama Tig is by the knots on my head.
that's spousal abuse right there.
That's what?
Spousal abuse.
If it's his mama, it can't be spousal abuse.
Oh, okay. I thought you guys meant his wife.
No, not this time.
Yeah, I can't wait till we get married. Marriage, I think, can be quite beautiful. You can tell I've never been married.
Go ahead and say it. 3
Yeah,
times.
well, good time's a charm.
No, it wasn't.
Nope, been married 3 times, divorced 3 times.
Hey, Tig, what's going on there, buddy?
I don't know. I keep moving from spot to spot,
Hey, you'll be all right.
making me dizzy. Or it might be what I'm drinking, helping out a little bit too.
Tig, are you okay? Are you okay? Do you need help?
I need a lot of help. Just mental though. I mean, physically.
You'll be okay.
I will be after I take my medicine.
I think your shrink needs a shrink just to talk to somebody.
Shoot, his shrink needs to shrink, needs to shrink, needs to shrink, needs to shrink, just to be able to cope with this guy.
When I go see the shrink, he's the one that lays down on the couch. He says, "Ask me anything you want to."
Because he done gave up a long time ago.
I would love to know what goes on in your head, Tig.
No, you wouldn't.
Oh no, you might not can take it.
Oh, buddy, I've heard some crazy stuff in my day. How
They
crazy
might
can
put-
you?
They might put you in a padded room. That's how crazy it could get up in there. Let me tell you.
I wish Mama Tig would use a padded ball bat.
The sheriff is playing Tetris with you fellas. Yeah, I'm sure he is.
No, it's not me. One come up, one drop down. It's just one of them things.
Well, if you ever need someone to talk to, Tig, I'm here.
All right.
You can tell me anything you want.
Anything?
Anything. Oh, fuck. What
Are you
did
sure?
I just, what did I just do?
You just opened up a whole 55-gallon drum of problems, boy.
That's what I just said. Oh, fuck. That's what I just said. As soon as Tig said anything, and I said, oh, fuck, what did I just do?
Yeah.
Yeah, man, anything.
Can everybody down there in chat land hear the ambient music that is playing?
I was just fixing to say I hear music, but I thought that was just something happening in my head.
No, I actually have it turned on. Welcome back, Canadian Witch.
Thank you.
Okay, Derek, you said I can ask you anything I wanted to, right?
Oh, God.
Tell me anything.
Well, I want to ask you something. Why do they call it a driveway when you drive on? I mean, you park on it, and a parkway when you drive on it.
Say again? Huh? What?
Okay.
I don't know.
In a parkway when you drive on it, and a driveway when you park on it.
I don't know, man.
What's up, Screen Time Podcast?
Hey,
Welcome
screen
to the
time. That's my
live.
buddy. Where's he at?
Is
I
it-
don't see it.
It's not too loud, is it, KK?
Oh, there it is. No. I can't hear it now.
You know, hey, is it normal for me to have a whole concert or poetry session in my head sometimes? Or is it just my creative juices coming through?
Well, I mean, you could be just hit one of those spots throughout your day that it just goes, and you just get in a flow.
Yeah.
Do you fall down a lot?
Okay, good, KK. Thank you.
I really want to know what's behind Tig's mask.
No, you don't.
No, you don't.
That's things and nightmares are made of.
Hey,
He kind of
coming.
reminds me of Insane Clown Posse with that mask on.
Now you done lost him because he don't know who they are.
Yeah, I know.
See, he knows who they are.
I had dinner with him yesterday.
You had dinner with,
Okay.
you had dinner with ICP?
And they stole all my makeup. My lipstick, my eyeliner, and wait a minute, I didn't say that out loud.
There's old Luciano. How's it going, Luciano?
Luciano!
Get your drink, Tig. Get your drink.
I think that's what causes it. Ouch.
Don't do that and it won't hurt.
It won't.
Sheriff's on. Oh, Sheriff, I think you're a little talking up top there. Shoot up Sheriff's style. That's cool.
Finest stage. How's it going? Welcome to the live stream. Thank you for coming.
Where did Screen Time podcast go? Oh, there it is. I see it.
He's in there somewhere.
I'm right here.
He's saying, how's everyone doing? I was better, but I got over it.
Anyway, I'm here if
Yeah.
anyone cares to say hi.
Welcome
How's
to
my
my
hair?
world. I didn't see nobody. Nothing. Oh,
How's
your
my
hair looks
hair?
wonderful.
Thank you.
All three of them look real good.
Tig, you're not normal, are you? Sheriff's going.
Normal ain't even in the vocabulary when it come to him.
Too many wrestling matches back in the day, I guess. Yeah. Too many suplexes.
Too many ball bats and kendo sticks and stop signs and all that other mess.
You know, I still can't believe, Sheriff Tig, I still can't believe, man, when the Undertaker and Mankind went up on the top of the cage there that time, and the Undertaker threw Mankind off. I still can't believe, I mean, even though he was unconscious, I still can't believe he still wrestled a few days after he got out of the hospital after that.
That's just goes to show you the work ethic that the two of them had.
I'm not a coward by no means. I can take a punishment, I can take a beating, but man,
He lied to Vince on that. He told Vince that he had already been up there and looked around and said, "Yeah, it's okay, I can do it." And he never went up there. He never went up there. He said, "Because if I'd have went up there before the show, I'd have probably never done it."
Oh wow! But did you see the bottom of that cage when they were standing? It was caving in, though.
Yeah.
I mean, the Undertaker's what? 300 some pounds muscle? And Mankind was what? 250, 300 muscle? Holy crap.
He's a big old boy. Crazy,
Yeah,
But you know, I respect it.
crazy thing about it is, ow, God blame it. When he got thrown off the top of that cage and landed on that table, he went back up on top of it a second time, and then they fell through the cage and landed in the inside of the ring.
But you know what? I respect Mankind because he said, I'm not doing money. He said, I'm doing this because I love it and for the fans.
Yeah.
And yeah, I agree. I agree with you. I agree with Luchador. I mean, Luciano. Sorry, I got here. I believe the Undertaker should not have been defeated.
Howdy, Chris Miller. Welcome.
Luchador. I almost called him Luchador. I mean,
Well, you know, the thing is where people don't realize when he went off and hit the table, it dislocated his shoulder, and then with a dislocated shoulder, he climbs back up the damn thing.
And then got choked.
Then when he gets choke slammed through the top and goes down, and the chair crowns him and everything.
Yeah.
He's sitting there with a tooth hanging out his nostril where it knocked it clean through. How's it going, Andrew? Doing pretty good. How about yourself?
that's what I don't get. He had a dislocated shoulder, and he still climbed up there and did what he needed to do.
Well, the crazy thing is Undertaker had a broke foot before the match ever started, and he climbed up there.
You know what's depressing? And maybe it's just me. And stop me if it's just me or if you guys feel the same way. But I was born in '79, so I grew up watching WWF, Hulk Hogan, Macho Man, all those greats. Is when I'm on YouTube and I watch all the great wrestlers from the '80s that are passed away. That depresses me, man.
Right.
Is it just me or?
Yeah, he's mayor of Knox County there, Luciano.
Who, Kane?
Yeah, Glenn Jacobs.
Yeah.
Yeah, Glenn Jacobs.
Well, Kane's the mayor of
That's Glenn Jacobs. He's mayor of Knox County.
Yeah,
Knoxville, Tennessee.
He's in around the Knoxville area. Yes.
I'm beginning to think all these former wrestlers become mayors or governors.
Well, the reason he did is because he wanted his county and the city of Knoxville to get better and be more of a place that people wanted to visit and have a good time, you know, and everything. So he did it for the right reasons.
I think Jesse only became governor so he could dive into government secrets.
No,
man, he was a very intelligent person. In real life, he was really, really, real smart.
Yeah, but do you ever see his YouTube shows on conspiracies on the JFK assassination?
Yes, and that's what got him gone from being a governor.
Oh, Jesse Ventura?
Yeah, he's a big conspiracy guy, man.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I've seen all that stuff.
I mean, and he's the guy who's a former Navy SEAL.
Yeah, I thought you were talking about Glenn Jacobs. Glenn Jacobs, man, he's got a lot of book knowledge, a lot of book sense.
Oh, yeah.
We lost Canadian Witch again.
Uh-oh.
She's probably out flying a broom or something.
You better watch it. She come up here and poke you in the eyeball.
Oh, yeah.
So you guys have been friends for what? 60 years?
What was that?
How long
Since
have you guys been friends for?
Since middle school.
Oh, wow.
About 76, 75, 76, something like that.
Sure. What happened with him?
Big Mo from Lawn Stars, I've been best friends with him since first grade, over 50 years.
Sheriff, how do you put up with Tig?
With a grain of salt.
He tolerates me.
How do you keep your sanity from hanging out with him and talking to him?
I don't know how I keep my sanity hanging out with him, man. That drives me crazy. That's probably what's wrong with me. Okay, hold on a minute. I got a message from Luciano. I can't back it up. What virtual matches do something, and I can't see the rest of it. How do you back this thing back up?
Wait a minute. What are you looking for?
Luciano, he put a post on there right below Andrews. It's on the bottom right-hand corner of the screen.
Yeah, Luciano, you're right. WWF was awesome.
That one?
From the mid-'80s to the 90s.
Oh, man, I've been a wrestling fan since way back.
That one?
That one, yeah. What virtual matches would I love to see? Virtual matches. Man, I don't know.
How come we keep going up and down, up and down, up and down?
That's when you show the chat, see? And then when you take the chat away, then it goes back down.
Okay, Sheriff.
Yeah, poke him in the eye.
No, the Sheriff needs both his eyes.
But yeah, Luciano, that would be a hard question to answer. I mean, man. Well, I like more wrestling back in the 70s more than I did nowadays. I like Jackie Fargo and Tojo and all them back in them old days.
Big Boss Man was awesome.
Yeah.
Hogan and Warrior.
Howdy, Mary. Welcome to the live stream.
Howdy.
Well,
yeah, hard Kurt Angle. Hey, who's that bozo?
Who's that bozo? Who are you?
Hey, that's Chris.
Yeah.
You look goofy. I mean, familiar?
Familiar, yeah.
Who's that?
Familiarly goofy. That's my buddy.
Who's that?
That is Screen Time Podcast.
Okay.
Yes.
Which is Chris.
Yes.
I don't think we met.
Yeah, I think we have. We were on Tig's show.
Yeah, he was on my show last Thursday.
I recognize the voice. Okay, yeah.
Okay.
How you doing, man?
Okay, Mary.
Doing all right. I just
So,
saw that, y'all were.
Howdy, Doris.
Well, you know what? I hope to hold on to my sanity now that I know Tig. Because, I don't know, man. My sanity is very limited right now.
Wait a minute. You hold on to your sanity because you know Tig.
I hope I hold
lose sanity. I lose it every single day because I know that Joker.
Because
I've known them two Jokers for a long while.
Because I'm holding on to my
You
sanity.
fellas remember All-Star Wrestling? Yes, I do. I sure do. Okay, Lucy, I'm ready for another match. You want to wrestle?
Tig, if I ever went to the States in Georgia where you are, and I'm guessing you're in Georgia.
Yeah.
If I ever went to Georgia to visit you and we wrestled, man, you'd be hurting for a month.
Yeah, you just keep thinking that.
Just keep thinking.
I don't remember All-Star Wrestling, but Tig does.
Oh yeah. Chris, you remember All-Star, don't you?
Yep.
Tig, you'd heard that the spirits of Gettysburg would be feeling it for a long time.
Gettysburg, what are you gonna do? Come back and haunt me?
No. I think I'm losing my mind.
Well, being on here with Tig, that'll make you lose your mind. I tell you that right now.
Tig, Rey Mysterio versus Tiger Mask would be an awesome virtual match. Both awesome athletes. The matches between Tiger Mask and Dynamite Kid were incredible. Oh man, Dynamite Kid was awesome. Too bad he got hurt.
And too bad he's deceased now.
Well, yeah. I mean, he got hurt and
yeah,
he was out for a long time.
What was the rivalry between Hulk Hogan and the Ultimate Warrior?
What rivalry between Hogan and Warrior?
Yeah, what was that all?
The one opened their mouth and said some raunchy stuff about one, and the other replied, and they hated each other.
Oh yeah,
and now Hulk Hogan doesn't know how to shut his mouth.
That's for sure.
But the one thing I was glad to hear was that he actually did come back and apologize, and they made up. You know, they made amends.
Well, yeah.
Kurt Angle retired, Andrew. He retired.
Did Hulk Hogan and Macho Man end up hatching up their differences?
I don't know about that.
Hulk Hogan and Warrior did.
I know a good match I'd like to see.
Welcome back, Canadian Witch.
Dean Malino versus Eddie Guerrero.
That's been done. That was done in WCW.
I'd like to see it again. Well, man, I know I can't.
Well, technically, I mean, you can go back in the archives on Peacock TV and probably find it somewhere in there.
Yeah. Or Owen Hart, Bret Hart. I'd like to see that like rematch, you know, but of course,
yeah.
Owen, man, one of my favorites. Owen, he passed away and, you know, died in the ring, actually. I hate that, but oh, man, I keep hitting my fingers.
Hogan has a lot of heat from other legend. Now that is true, but there again, what legend in professional wrestling doesn't have heat with one another, even up to this day?
All of them have heat.
Yeah.
And Tig, don't forget, Eddie Guerrero's passed on, man.
Yeah. Owen Hart.
He died of a drug. He died of a drug overdose.
No, actually, he died of a heart attack.
Yes,
Yeah,
he died of a heart attack.
They say it was steroid related, but I doubt that. Yeah, man. Really,
that's right. R.I.P.
Howdy, Tamara. Welcome to the live stream.
Man, Owen Hart was my favorite ever. That dude was so talented.
And you got to remember, he was not a nugget. He was a black heart, damn it. A soul survivor. Woo! Sorry.
He was a nugget. My favorite nugget.
Chris Benoit was promising.
I mean, that didn't sound right. That didn't sound right. I didn't mean it to sound like that, but, you know, he was good. My favorite
Chris Benoit was promising.
Oh, no. Chris Benoit already set his path. I mean, he was climbing.
Man, Benoit was amazing.
Yeah, Benoit was amazing.
You're welcome, Tamara. Scott Murphy, what's up, brother?
Despite everything that transpired, but he was amazing, and knowing what had happened and everything, there again, his legacy is tarnished because of that, and it'll never.
I still don't think he did that. I don't think it was a murder-suicide. I think it was a triple homicide.
Yep.
So do I. Because
and behind, I'm not going to say it here, but behind the scenes, I have spoke with Tig, and we pretty much believe the same thing.
I believe it all revolves around one person.
Yep. And he changed his look, his gimmick, and went to a dark, which is really a true thing that he did.
And he still dabbles in it to this day.
Yes.
Now, see, I've heard the right opposite of that. I've heard from somebody that said that Kevin, that was all gimmick. That was just gimmick. I don't know. I don't personally don't know, but I heard that it was just gimmick. But you never know. I mean,
that is true, Luciano.
Actions.
Benoit and the Dynamite Kid were the similar style.
Just actions speak louder than words because he
Did what he did.
did what he did. Yeah.
There you go.
Yep.
And it doesn't help that WWE during the Backlash pay-per-view at the height of the Scromdemic here made light of it in a spot in the Randy Orton Edge match.
yeah.
Which didn't really help none.
You know who I used to like aside from Hulk Hogan and Macho and The Undertaker? Is Sergeant Slaughter. Yeah.
That's another good talent.
That's right, maggot.
Very popular guy.
Jake
what
the
was his name?
Snake.
Randy Orton. Randy Orton.
Well,
I got an opinion about Randy Orton. A great wrestler, but he's got behind the scenes a bad attitude problem.
Yeah.
Really bad.
well, Andrew, the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes, was my favorite wrestler of all time.
Yeah.
He died too,
Ric Flair.
tragically.
Shawn Michaels, there's another one. Man, Shawn was awesome.
Shawn was awesome. I could have
Under
done
the
without
ego
the
problem,
balding
you know?
version of Shawn at what was it, the greatest
Howdy, live.
Royal
Welcome to the
Rumble.
live.
What about Jake the Snake Roberts?
Mr. Jake the Snake Roberts.
Yes, sir. I've actually met him before, and this was years and years and years ago, back when he was real heavy into
The stuff.
stuff. Yeah, I'll just put it that way. But you know, he's straightened up a lot from what I hear.
Yeah, he's straightened up a lot. He is a youth minister at his church.
I heard that DDP is working with him,
No, he's been working with him.
and that kind of good stuff. There's another one, The Rock. Scott Murphy just brought that up. The Rock, man, amazing.
Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
Most electrifying person in sports entertainment. I have to agree with that. That guy's one of the best.
He was,
Yeah.
he was good.
Tamara also brought up another good one, JYD, Junkyard Dog.
Ah,
Yeah, I met
Yes.
Junkyard. Golly, man,
What
I was
about the great Khali?
He was just big.
yeah, he was just big and a very sloppy in-ring competitor, just because of his height.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
couldn't
he
get
could-
his legs under him real good.
Yeah, he wasn't like Big Show, you know, a big guy, and a big guy could actually move around and stuff. He just couldn't move.
Okay,
I
here's
bet-
another great wrestler. Andre the Giant.
Oh, Andre's just
Yes.
you can't say anything about wrestling without having Andre.
Andre Rusamoth, the great eighth wonder of the world.
And right there, Luciano, he's got another one up there, Honky Tonk Man.
Oh, well, if it
I
wasn't for
think he
his,
is one of the most underrated wrestlers that's ever stepped in the ring.
Well, what about Jim Hacksaw Dugan?
hey,
Yeah.
hey.
Yeah,
Now, Mr. Duggan, despite now having his second bout with cancer, has come clear and is good. He's had some heart issues, but it's cleared now.
you think
I can actually contest to that because I talked to him a couple of days ago.
man, that's God. God's working on it. Scott Murphy says Brock Lesnar. In the beginning, when he very first started wrestling, I was like, no, I'm sick and tired of him being the champion all the time, and I hate him being the champion all the time. But as far as getting in there and kicking rear end, does good.
Hey,
And Andrew, how do I know him? I wrestled him when I was in Florida. I had the opportunity to wrestle him and talk to him backstage, and we just kind of hit it off and still friends.
Who's that?
Hey, Chris,
Hi,
do
Laura Lee.
you have his phone number? I'm a big fan.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, you ain't getting it.
You ain't getting it.
That's the whole point. Sorry.
I know exactly where he lives. And
These two guys know a bunch of people, and I mean a bunch of people. And
Is he on Facebook?
I would never even ask for as much as Instagram or anything else because I know their privacy.
Oh man, I want to.
And Razor.
I want to talk to Axel Jim Duggan, man. I was a huge fan of his when I was a kid too.
Well, Andrew, I'd hate to say this, but Tig actually could take me.
Huh?
A match
Well,
between
Tig-
me and Buford?
I believe Tig could take me because he's got more experience than I do.
I could
I've been
tell
a
you.
bit
Well-
almost 25 years.
Well, I mean,
I do know
I think
stuff.
me and
And
Tig would be a good match.
You ain't got a prayer.
Hey, let me tell you
Get
something.
yourself in the ring with me.
Let me tell you something, Tig.
Tell me something.
I lost my train of thought because I was staring at your face so hard, and it kind of
It's
made me
fear,
nauseous.
boy. It's fear. That's what it all is.
Oh, fear.
So you know
You gotta
that
fear.
fear will run wild on you with my 21-inch top of my legs.
Hold on. 21-inch
stuff
garden
in his
hoses.
legs.
He's got garden hoses.
Hey,
That's all
Tig.
right.
Tig,
Hey, what?
I can take you. I can take you.
What, out on a date? Where we going?
He wants to take you to the Sizzler.
You're paying.
Oh wow. That's not what I meant to say. That's not what I meant
Hey,
to.
bring that back up. Bring that back up. Bret Hart is the reason Stone Cold ended up in the WWF. Oh, okay.
Tig's not normal. I'm finally figuring that out.
Normal? What does that mean? Thumbs upside down. Shawn Michaels asked me to
I
turn
mean,
my...
check these babies out.
Yeah, them little mosquito bites again.
Buddy, you got chicken legs for arms, man.
That's all right. I got a video about a rooster. I really do.
Cock-a-doodle don't.
That dabbling thing will drive you crazy.
Oh. Wonder if I could get you. Wonder if I could get my sanity back.
Ouch. Yeah, Buford will on your head. Well, the rest of it that I like.
Yes, Andrew, Vince McMahon, he is still in the WWE because he owns it.
My wrestling, I like Jackie
Howdy,
Barco,
Frostbite.
Kojo, and even Tommy Rich.
Abdullah the Butcher.
Met him before. I met Abdullah. I mean, even way back at the interns.
Butcher and Fuji had a restaurant together in Atlanta.
Yeah, I've met Fuji too. Didn't like him. He's a smart aleck.
God rest his soul. I've met Jim the Anvil Neidhart.
Neidhart, yeah.
I've had the honor of meeting
That's
Steamboat.
Ricky Steamboat.
Ricky
That's one of
Steamboat.
my second. That's probably my second favorite ever. Never was world champion. Never was world champion. I can't believe that.
Here's the WWE that nobody ever talks about anymore.
You're cracking up really bad, man. I can't hear you.
The Bushwhackers.
The Bushwhackers.
I know them. I mean, I ain't never met them, but I know who you're talking about. Them guys are free.
I've met the only living one.
Luke and Butch.
That's the 19 nobody ever talks about.
Mysterio, nice guy, humbling, very humbling.
Hey, you look natural doing that, Derek. Now, reach up there and lick Buford on the side of the head.
I still have to say Animal and Hawk.
The
Road
Road Warriors.
Absolutely. Or Legion of Doom, depending on what year you're talking.
Yeah.
You just can't get away from those two guys. They were the bomb.
But man,
Despite Hawk's reputation for having the problems that he had.
Hey, look here. Luciano, Bruno Sammartino. Absolutely.
Yeah, there you go.
I don't know if he still holds the record for the longest championship or not. I don't know. I don't remember.
No.
He don't? Oh, Brock Lesnar's got it now. That's right.
And that's sad. That's sad.
That's very sad. Triple H, another good one.
Yeah, Brock Lesnar has a big attitude.
Technically, Daniel Bryan and Hangman Adam Page beat the record that was set by Sammartino in Madison Square Garden for an hour-long match.
Wow.
They went like an hour and 20-something minutes.
Yeah, you're getting back in my days now. My favorite days, Ted DiBiase, Wrestling 2, Mr. Wrestling, Wrestling number 2. Golly, all them. Tommy Wildfire Rich, I got his number. I talk to Tommy every now and then.
Tommy's such a great guy.
Yeah.
I've met DiBiase, both junior and senior. So
I met Tommy Rich's mother at the Memorial Auditorium. Man, alive. I was probably, I'm guessing, 10, somewhere along in that neighborhood. And I didn't even know it was her. She was having problems walking up the steps, and I took her arm and helped her up the steps.
Yeah,
I got two wrestlers that you guys nor the chat can dispute. Are you ready?
You'd be surprised.
Ravishing Rick Rude and Ric Flair.
I know both of them.
Ric Flair and Mr. Rude. One.
See?
Wasn't keen on Rude.
Yeah. I mean, I enjoyed Rude's mic work. He knew how to put those.
Oh, man.
Well, yeah, I mean, but he knew how to put those butts in that seat and how to get the people to hate him.
That's right.
And Flair did too.
Yeah, and it didn't hurt that he had Heenan with him. God rest his soul.
RS, that's another one.
IRS, Mr. Irvin R. Shysta.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Rotunda.
Do you know who his kids are? Can you name them?
Bray Wyatt or Wyndham Rotunda.
Woo!
And Bo Dallas.
Yep, that's right.
What? Ric Flair was boring? No, Luciano. No. I have to dispute you on that, buddy. Ric Flair was not boring. No.
Ric Flair, man. I don't know what to say about Rick, man. I thought he was awesome.
He was flashy, man. You ever see some of his robes?
And the crazy thing is, he was in an airplane crash and it messed his back up real bad, but yet he continued to wrestle for many, many years after that.
Tig, do you know who made some of Ric Flair's robes?
Hold up. There was only one that made all of his robes. And I actually saw him talk about this person and said was the only person to make his robes. Saw it when they were trying to get one of his his butterfly robes, a specific one. They were going and he was on the road with them trying to get it.
Yes.
And it had her patch.
Yes.
And every one of his robes had that same patch.
Well, it looks like I can't change Luciano's mind.
Person made Michael Hayes' robes.
Looks like I can't change Luciano. Looks like I can't change Luciano's mind on Ric Flair because he used to change the channel whenever Ric Flair would come on.
Eddie Gilbert. I brought up a good one there.
Yeah.
Hot stuff, Eddie Gilbert.
He's talking about the Freebirds, Michael Hayes and all them. I was at a show one time, And Terry Gordy was at this show. It's when his son Ray very first started wrestling. And I was goofing around, me and Ray was always cutting up together like that. And I told Ray kept bugging me when I was talking to Terry. And I turned around and I said, Ray, I'm fixing to kick your rear end. And then I turned back around and Terry kicked me in the chest. And I still got the shirt hanging in my closet right there right now. A big old footprint on my chest where he kicked me. Man, yeah. Terry Gordy, I love him to death, man. Super nice guy. He kicked me in the chest. Then he said, "You all right, brother?" Like he always did.
What about Ray?
He had that voice. He always had that voice. "You all right, yeah, brother?"
Yeah.
Let's see. Axe and Smash, Demolition.
Yeah. What the big fan there? Respect, yes. Fans, not really.
Who can't stand John Cena? Not me. I can't stand that man.
Me either.
That man has the attitude that he thinks his
shit don't stink.
Yeah, exactly. I didn't know how we could talk on here there.
I don't care. You just say it like it is.
He thinks his shit don't stink. He thinks he's better than everybody. He thinks he's pretty much God's gift to wrestling.
But the one thing I can say in his favor is he does try to work with charities and stuff like that. I can give him that much.
A lot of respect for him. A whole lot of respect for him.
I'm not a Brock Lesnar fan because I think he's a shitty attitude.
That's all gimmick.
Yeah,
it's gimmick.
Lesnar is actually a very nice person. He doesn't like a lot of people. That's actually why he lives in Canada.
Oh, he lives in my country?
People to talk
yes,
to
he lives in Canada.
He just don't want to talk to people. He
has a compound somewhere out, I believe, in Winnipeg.
But he some people call him boners. He don't want nobody bothering him.
So I understand. So I said you guys Justin Bieber, and you guys gave us Brock Lesnar. Thank you so much.
Huge fan of the Steiner brothers. Wow. Okay.
Rick Steiner only. Scott Steiner, I could care less about.
Okay. I know, Tig. I know you're not really following NXT.
A little bit, very.
But you got to think now they have that second generation Steiner and Rex Steiner, which is Rick's son. Rick was actually on NXT, Halloween, whatever they called it, and they actually referred to Rick. And Rex was doing the Steiner, he did the Steiner recliner, he did the Frankensteiner. They referred to all of it, but they will not let him use the Steiner name.
And I got a comment about that. Scott Murphy put up there Goldberg. If they didn't push him so hard and make him seem like he was totally invincible, I would not Goldberg.
Yeah.
But somebody they just put over and over and over and let them win. No, I don't agree with that at all because that makes everybody in that company look like they're nothing.
Exactly.
Well, see,
I agree with it. I agree with it. Goldberg was good in his own right, but I agree. There's more than just that one guy.
And see, we won't see Goldberg back because he's got to have surgery on an injury he's been dealing with for a few years now.
I think they need to retire him, and
I agree.
Leave him retired. Undertaker wants to come back. He needs to retire. He needs to.
No, Undertaker said he won't come back.
Undertaker is done. The only one that they're bringing back a few decent women in the Rumble this year, and they actually are in partnership in very minute ways with Impact Wrestling. So they just released, all these people during the pandemic. They're bringing one of them back, and that was Mickie James. They're bringing her back for a one-off.
Yeah, a friend of mine wrestled her at a local show.
Yeah.
Roxy. Roxy wrestled her.
Yeah.
I think
she also wrestled. Oh man, I knew I'd forget her name. Oh wow. And she had utmost respect for this lady too. What is her name?
Didn't Roxy beat her?
Oh,
James.
Yeah, I think so.
I think she did.
But see, here's the thing. Just like some of our women wrestlers here, they're sweet as can be. They're, all of them are kind and courteous. Mickie James is just the same. She's a sweetheart.
What's that lady's name? She started in TNA and then came to WWE. I can't think of her name. Big girl.
Oh, Awesome Kong?
Awesome Kong. Yeah, that's right. I forgot about that. Yeah,
Roxy wrestled her too, and almost beat her.
And that woman right there is another humbling woman. She is nice as can be.
Yeah, Roxy said she was real sweet. She said, basically, we've got a match together. So how do you want to do this? So
they are bringing Lita back for the Women's Royal Rumble. They're bringing Michelle McCool back.
Beth Phoenix,
the Bella Twins.
That's one of my favorites, man. Beth Phoenix.
And the one-off with Mickie James. Because they actually realized, they're like, oh crap, we don't hardly have at least 20, maybe less women on roster, Raw and SmackDown. So we need to kind of think outside the box here. Now, I don't know what they're doing for the men's Rumble, but who knows? They said they have some shocking surprises that are going to be one-offs that are coming in.
Yeah. Lit Hot says Trish Stratus. Oh, yeah.
Trish the Dish. Yes. To me, Trish was a great wrestler. I mean, don't get me wrong. But there again, what she was eye candy.
You ain't kidding.
What about the fabulous Moolah?
Yeah, absolutely. One of the best.
Mae Young.
Yep.
Mae Young. That's another one of hers. Yeah, very good.
I think Mae could have gave Moolah a run for her money.
Charlotte Flair, she's got too much of an ego. She thinks that she's better than everybody, and I don't think that it's gimmick as much as people think.
Look who that is, Ric Flair.
No, still.
Alexa Bliss.
Alexa Bliss. Oh God, where's Little Pig?
Probably running around there somewhere.
Yeah, he's running around over here.
Howdy, Misty. Welcome to the live.
Howdy, Misty.
Hi, Misty. How's it going?
But yeah, I mean, you talk about all these, if it wasn't for Mae Young and Moolah, these women wouldn't have a spot.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't go without talking about those two. I mean, that's just in a nutshell.
Y'all remember Bambi?
Yeah. Bambi. Wow, that's a name from the past.
Yeah, that's my buddy T-Bone. That's his. He was actually her partner against. Oh man, who was it? It's the girl that Bambi was always feuding with. She's bigger. She's a bigger girl. Can't remember her name. But
this time,
buddy, he tagged with her.
Yeah.
You're roboting out there.
Yeah. I didn't understand nothing you said. Say it again, Jarrett.
Nope. Yeah. Lunger Blaze or Medusa for people who know WCW.
That's it.
Um,
Luciano knows his wrestling.
Becky Lynch.
Overrated.
Yeah.
Good. Ow, God dang it.
Hey,
But she's overrated.
Hey, Christy, welcome to the live.
Man, I'm beating my fingers to death over here.
Yeah, he is.
Ow.
Becky Lynch, yes, very overrated, but she is good in the ring. Lunger Blaze.
Yeah.
She can drive a monster truck. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah.
That takes some cojones.
She most definitely can do that.
And she has some big
Cojones.
wheels on that thing too, you know.
Yeah, she had some big old wheels. Let's see.
What did I say? Charlotte's what?
How about Chris versus Tig? Well, you know that would be a good match, but there again, I think Tig does take the cake with having more experience. I mean, I only have like probably 10 years experience of professional wrestling, and my mind has gone to Hades in a handbasket because of it. And those two men can contest to this.
Sasha Banks. Before she got into her attitude problems and all that kind of stuff that she's got really, really bad, she was one of my favorite females of all
I
time.
met Sasha Banks at
I got an
local
autographed picture of her somewhere over here.
Yeah, I gave it to you.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, I got it. Who was that other one?
Bailey.
Bailey, yeah.
I met both of them. Bailey was nice. Sasha Banks, she refused a lot of people signing a lot of stuff. It's like she couldn't be bothered.
I heard this, and I don't know how true it is, but I heard that when Sasha is doing an autograph thing, if you walk up to her table and you're not smiling, she will not sign your paper or
That's
your
true.
picture.
That's true.
You have to be smiling.
Yeah.
I've heard that. I don't know how true it is,
But she had a sour attitude on her the day I met her. Very sour attitude. She even turned down a little girl that had an action figure that she wanted signed. Turned her down.
well, let me tell you about this right
And
here.
that's the wrong thing to do. You don't turn kids down, period.
That's right. And I was at a NASCAR race one time, and Ernie Urban was just standing around out in the crowd and everything. And this little boy walks up and had the pen and a hat in his hand. And he asked Ernie to sign his hat for him. He looked down at that little kid and he said no, and turned around and walked off. And I was there. And I told Ernie Irvin, I said, man, you don't need to do you fans that way right there. I said, you wasn't doing nothing but just standing there. And he said, I ain't got time. I got to get back to the garage. I said, it only takes like 2 or 3 seconds to sign your name. But I said, man, I tell you what, right now, I said, everything that I got that's got your name and number on it, I said, I will burn it when I get home.
Yes, Luciano, I do know that.
People realize that Sergeant Slaughter was a Marine before wrestling. Yes.
He was a drill sergeant. Let's see. Andrew had said, okay, but Chris has youth and speed behind him. Nah, I ain't got no youth and speed behind me.
Ain't got no speed, that's for sure.
I got speed. Probably the speed of a turtle.
Well, you do have a lot of youth on me, though. A whole lot.
Well, yeah, but there again.
How old are you?
I'm 34.
I'm 56.
Yeah, but you know, I mean, we all three probably have our fair share of injuries from wrestling.
Oh, yeah.
He's 56 and I'm still older than he is.
I mean,
6 days.
6 days is 6 days.
Yep. You're
to
older.
quote Dusty Rhodes, these feet May not be able to move as quick as they used to, but I can still dance just as good. Come on there, Tig. Put him up.
Dusty Rhodes was the best showman and to me the best person on the microphone ever.
That is right.
Let me scoot back a little bit. I'm beating my blame fingers to death.
Well,
I got an extension on my desk up here, and man, I keep popping my fingers on it.
that's right. I have the speed of a snail.
I did wrestling for 2 measly years. I took a few bumps. I thought it was something I wanted, but decided it wasn't for me. You better be glad you got out of it when you did, Luciano.
Yeah.
Because my body's beat to death right now, man. I mean, bad.
What, Tig? You've got how many injuries?
Oh, God.
One that retired him.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
one that
I broke my
retired you
leg.
the most.
Yeah, I broke my leg in a match. In
What is it,
2007.
9-inch long plate, 2-inch wide?
9-inch steel plate in my leg with like 9 screws in my leg and all that stuff. It's holding my whole kneecap area on my left leg together.
Sheriff, how many? I mean, what injuries have you received?
That's probably why I hurt so bad when I wake up in the morning.
Oh, yeah, well, that's
A question for everyone. Who gives the best promo? Dusty Rhodes.
Dusty.
By far.
Yes.
By far. And I'd say number 2 would be Ric Flair.
Nope. Chris Jericho.
Jericho.
Well, if you go newer days, yeah, probably so.
Well, even early WCW, he gave great promos. The giant list of Jericho, the man of 1,000,001 holds, and he just sat there and counted off a list because he was going up against Dean Malenko. And they cut to commercial break, and he was still doing it.
Goldust was a weird one, but when he wrestled as himself, he was good. As Dustin Rhodes, yeah.
Yes, absolutely. But they tied his hand. They tied his hands,
Well, I think,
and he got fed up.
Well, I think as Goldust and Dustin both, as one in a way, Goldust was that character Vince wanted.
Yep.
He got fed up with it. He had also a lot of substance abuse issues, but there again, you can only go so far with that sort of gimmick for so many years. And
Howdy, Tuber Chat.
Look how long you did it.
Welcome to the live stream.
Yeah. Now, The Rock was another good one on the mic.
Yeah.
And to add to what you're saying about Dustin Rhodes and Cody Rhodes, when they put him doing that Stardust gimmick, he hated it from day one.
Yeah.
And he said, he went and told Vince, he said, I'll do this gimmick for 2 more months. He said, to get me out of it or I want my release.
Thank you, Tuber Chat. It's much appreciated.
Luciano said Stone Cold had good promos too.
Yeah, not bad.
I agree.
But another story that a lot of wrestling fans might not know, when Dusty Rhodes was put in the polka dot suit, that was supposed to be a punishment from Vince McMahon for something that he done. I don't know what it was. That he was punishing him by putting polka dots all over his outfit.
And when it popped, Vince said, "There ain't nothing I can do to him to punish him."
That's right.
Someone mentioned Randy Savage. It's right. He's the cream of the crop. Oh yeah, dig it. Anyways, God rest his soul. He was a good promo when at some point, some of it didn't make any sense, kind of like the Warrior. But the Warrior is a different.
When did the Warrior ever make sense?
How you doing, Randy's Adventure?
I mean, really. I mean, because he get ranting on something, and then he goes off into left field, and you're like, well, where the hell is he going with this?
Ultimate Warrior was terrible about that.
Piper.
Yes.
Never, ever throw rocks at a man who has a machine gun.
Yield.
And that dude was a machine gun, trust me.
And I'm here to chew bubble gum and to kick ass. And I'm
all out of bubble gum. Howdy, Boomer D. Welcome.
Okay, where's some more of these here wrestling questions at?
I have a lot of questions about Vince too.
Man, for Rodney Piper, man, Rodney Piper. I just love the whole gimmick that he was just one of them. You know, you say something to him, he's gonna punch you in the face.
That's right. Roderick Toomis never threw a punch without, giving one back. So he can swing with the best of them.
And Cody
God rest his soul.
afterwards.
Well, I mean, I saw the Piper's Pit that it was with Superfly when he cracked him with the coconut.
Jimmy Snuka.
And I'm here to tell you, he hurt him, and Piper didn't realize it until afterwards.
Yeah,
he didn't mean to hit him with it. He was because Snuka was supposed to throw his hand up there and block it, but he didn't, and it whack.
Mr. Monday Night, Mr. RVD, the whole fucking show. Yes, I agree. Talented worker.
I wasn't a big fan of his, but he was good.
He had some promo skills.
Mr. Mountain knows the Hart family.
There's you one.
Great people. Gorilla Monsoon, yeah.
Gorilla Monsoon. That man right there. You'd get in the ring with him. He'd probably tear you up one end down the other.
I'll tell you other people I like WCCW people, man. Like the Von Erichs. King Kong Bundy.
Yeah.
Kabuki.
Yep. The great Kabuki.
Golly, now that's an old one right there. Kabuki.
Yeah, I mean, there was a bunch of them dudes, man, from the WCCW.
Iceman Parsons.
Yeah.
Well, one that people hadn't even mentioned in the chat, and I'm surprised. And I've been waiting to see if I saw it go through, and nobody's actually said anything, and that was Bam Bam Bigelow.
Ooh, the beast from the east. Oh,
Booker
that
T.
man. That right there. Bigelow was decent. I mean, decent on the mic, but his in-ring skills for a big man. Want to get in the ring with him.
No, Bam Bam.
Yeah. Man, Rikishi, Andrew put up there, I like Rikishi. Man, Rikishi, for a big dude as he was, that dude was fabulous.
Booker T, which, here's the funny thing, Booker T's coming out of retirement.
He needs to stay.
I agree.
I'm sorry.
I agree. I mean, he's good on commentary, pre-show. He's got his reality of wrestling and Houston that he does. Co-owner with his brother, Stevie Ray. But I think he needs to just stay where he's at.
Yeah, Lit put one up our Sting.
Whoo!
I used to be able to do that when he yelled that, woo! I used to be able to yell like that, but I can't do it no more.
Yeah.
About killing my vocal cords doing it.
And, of course, I have heard lots of people refer to him as Stink.
Stink. Yeah, well.
Sting,
basically, people refer to him now in a giant meme. He looks like an older John Cena. But Sting is an all right promo intensity wise. In ring, I don't know. Early days Sting, it showed, because especially when he was tagging up with the Dingo Warrior.
Dingo Warrior. I hated that.
Well,
game.
I mean,
I hated it.
Don't forget, you want to talk about stupid gimmicks. How about Doink?
I love Doink.
Now are we talking about?
I mean, it was an actual.
Now are we talking about the Matt Bourne era of Doink?
Howdy on Ned. Hakim.
I agree. The Matt Bourne era of Doink was great. That was evil Doink.
I love Dink and Doink both, man. I love both of them.
Howdy goes Mama Fam. Tanya, welcome.
Booker T was was way more popular than Stevie. Oh,
I
ouch.
read that.
That is true. Stevie, I don't think he had the later on in WCW. It's like he stopped caring.
Yeah.
But it's just like early days back in, the Crockett promotions, back in WCCW.
Thank you, Kim.
Lunar Eclipse, I love you. I tell you right now, I just love you to death. Bill Dundee. I've met Bill Dundee. And you talk about a character, you think I'm a nut. You need to meet him.
What's his nickname in most shows? What is his nickname? No show.
No show. I didn't know.
No show. Bill Dundee.
I've never heard that.
Yeah, he used to be notorious for no showing.
Jerry Lawler was another great heel. I hated his guts back in the 80s. Oh, yeah.
You mentioned Memphis. You got to think Jerry Lawler.
Well, yeah,
Jerry
absolutely.
Lawler was Memphis.
Yeah.
And still is Memphis. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah. Triple H sucks.
Well,
Triple H is
he's another one. He's another one that was a good wrestler. They just pushed him too hard, too quick.
That's right. Because
I hated that WCW gimmick they had him in. That sucked. Or he was all royalty. What was his name? I can't remember what his name was, but anyway.
He in WCW he went by his actual last name, Levesque.
Okay.
It was
Okay,
something
Randy.
else. You got Terrorizing as well.
Yeah, Terrorizing. That's another one. Yeah.
But then he came into the WWE with the almost same persona, except they were branding him a Greenwich snob, and he came in his name Hunter Hearst Helmsley. He's a great promo. His in-ring work is phenomenal. Now he had to retire due to his cardiac issues. He has a birth defect. It was a cardiac issue.
Yep.
Good old JR. Jim Ross.
Yep.
I think the heavens above that he has come out of the chemotherapy for skin cancer. He's in somewhat better health. Back on the commentary booth at AEW. So I'm glad.
One of the best.
Let's talk about some of the interviewers. The ones that did the interview, and two come to mind right off the rip, and that's Tony Schiavone and Mean Gene Okerlund.
Oh,
Mean Gene. Oh yeah, Mean Gene was awesome.
Scheme Gene.
My favorite was Gordon Sully.
Gordon Sully.
Good old Gordon Sully.
And if you want to back up a little bit more,
and that's before Tony Schiavone took over.
Yeah, Tony Schiavone, man, I hated the sound of his voice.
Tony Schiavone he's great on commentary. He's great doing interviews.
The sound of his voice just make you want to go cut your ding-a-ling off or something. I mean, it's just ridiculous how just the sound.
What about
Bobby Heenan? Absolutely, Bobby Heenan, man. Man, I don't know who I would like the best. That's a good one.
You can't throw out, if you're talking about interviewers and commentators, you can't forget about the living legend, Larry Sabisco.
Right.
Yeah, he was one of my favorites.
And Mike Today.
I liked him too back in the days.
Mike Today and Tony Schiavone on WCW went together like two peas in a pod. But, I mean, Michael Cole.
No, I wasn't intimidating.
Not a fan at all, Michael Cole. Don't like me.
No.
Michael Cole is minute garbage to me. Stephanie McMahon.
Mean Gene Okerlund, when he was doing his part he was doing interviews with everybody. When him and Andre the Giant was together, that was a hoot, man.
Yeah.
I mean, it was great. He kept putting his hand over Bobby's face. I mean, it just covered his whole head. I would just say when he wrestled was intimidating. Was he Tig? I'm sorry, I forgot who we were talking about. Who was that?
Read it. Talking about me being intimidating. I wasn't intimidating.
No, he was scared. He always ran.
You lying sack of mud.
I know another one. I keep going way back in the back, a long time ago, but Austin Idol was another one.
Yeah, there you go.
I mean, him and Tommy Rich's feud, man, was just amazing.
Which you can't fault out Mr. Idol, because he is back with the NWA, back in Atlanta.
Well, if you're going to dig back deep like that, let's just get on back with the Von Erichs.
Oh,
Yeah, I've already talked about them.
I mean, you just,
That family went through such a tragedy over the years, though, man. I mean, David died, and then 2 of his other sons committing suicide, and
and one was on the property. That was the crazy thing.
Yeah, 2 of them was on the property, Chris and Carrie.
Yeah.
How do you think, Dragon? Welcome to the live stream, brother.
Because David died in Japan, what was it? Jack, the very first Jack Atkinson Jr., Fritz's first kid.
Yep.
He got electrocuted. He died from electrocution.
The
I don't remember the story behind it, but huh?
The magnificent Don Morocco, the original Rock.
What about Buddy Landau?
Woo! Yeah.
And of course, if you want to go way the heck on back, you can't throw out Gorgeous George.
That's what I was actually about to say. Thank you for taking that out of my mouth there, Buford.
Just saying, man.
I was about to say, what about the Gorgeous George?
Yeah.
Well, you got Lou Thez.
Yeah, Lou Thez. About Paul Gotch.
Then Fritz Von Erich. I mean, you can go way back with them guys.
Yeah,
Tig remembers the Harry Thornton days when that old lady cold-cocked that old boy.
Yeah. I used to go to that show every week at the auditorium.
Buddy Rogers.
Buddy Rogers, yeah. He called himself the original Nature Boy. Whatever. No, but that wasn't Buddy Rogers. That was Buddy Land. Yeah, it was Buddy Rogers.
Yeah.
What? Yeah.
Well, I mean, if you look at it, okay.
Then
You're
we
right,
got another guy that lives here in town that thinks he's the original.
Yeah.
Nature
We
Boy.
ain't gonna mention that fool.
Jackass.
There's more colorful words that can describe him, Buford.
But
you ain't just kidding.
Outside of wrestling, he's a pretty good fella, though. Outside of wrestling.
No, he's not.
I met him, about 500 million times.
I ran into him too, and he was not. He thought his shit don't stink.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
just saying.
I mean, I know people that ain't even in wrestling that's that way.
Well, that's true, but still, and we'll put it this way. I don't care whose show it is, whether it's yours, mine, or his. You don't go over on Ric Flair, a legend. Period. That's just it. And I'll take it to my grave. Keep thinking that he shouldn't have never done it.
And I saw Lunar's comment
Skinner.
there. You know, definitely can tell that they're tomboys because they're talking about wrestling. Hey, there ain't nothing wrong with that. AJ Styles, the phenomenal AJ Styles.
Very
Never-
good guy.
Never liked him.
Very nice, very nice
Oh,
guy.
man,
I
super
met
good
him.
guy. Super good guy.
I met
I've
him
met him
at
a
Impact.
1,000 times.
I just didn't care for him. I mean, that's just, of course, you know, like the old saying goes, if we all liked everything the same, it'd be a dull world. So
Exactly.
I was at a Kentucky show. This is funny. I was doing a match in Kentucky, and the finish was that I was going to get a belt that wasn't mine taken away from me in a match. And a guy come in behind me, hit me with a chair, and it knocked me out. A 3-year-old girl climbed in the ring and pinned me and took that belt.
Why does that not surprise me though?
right.
But the belt wasn't mine.
But still, you probably took it from somebody.
I did. I stole it.
Exactly.
We knew that.
And that's how they got it back.
Well, serves you right.
There's
Chief
one.
J. Strongbow. Man, hey, Luciano, man, me and Luciano, I need to come to your house. Man, he's getting back in my days, man. Wahoo McDaniel and all them. Oh, yeah.
Oh, Lord.
Jay Strongbow, man. Golly, done. That guy
Okay.
was a beast.
Okay,
Bill
thank
Watts.
Dragon. I appreciate it. Go get you some
Cowboy
rest,
Bill
brother. I
Watts.
appreciate you coming.
Who's that?
What about Cowboy Bill Watts?
Wasn't a big fan, but yeah, he was good. WCCW.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Let's see. Trying to think.
Howdy, Selena.
Man, I can throw
Lord.
names out there just like that.
Welcome to the live stream.
I had a name that it flew out of my head.
Scott Bergen said, I'm going back to the Attitude Era.
Yeah, you are. You're going back to the Attitude Era. The most misused talent and the Attitude Era, by your opinion, if y'all can remember. And anybody in chat, Scott, if you want to chime in, you know, most misused talent in the Attitude Era.
Misused. I don't know, man. Golly.
The most misused talent in the Attitude Era.
Killer Kowalski. Yeah, that's another one.
Oh, the killer. But the most misused talent in the Attitude Era would have to be during the Ministry of Darkness era. And that would have been Christopher Daniels.
Christopher Daniels. Why is that not clicking? Oh, I know who it is. Yeah. I'd agree with that.
British
He
Bulldog.
must have done the posing and everything, wasn't it?
British Bulldog. Wow.
British Bulldog, amazing.
Too,
Chris Von Erich was good.
too cool.
Oh man, I love Too Cool.
Now, wait a minute. Are you talking about the 2000s era Too Cool or the Attitude Era Too Cool?
Oh,
There were two
Attitude,
different-
absolutely.
They were a little too different.
Welcome back, Randy.
Between them when they changed
You know,
gimmicks.
Another good tag team that I thought was pretty good, and that was the Dudley Boys.
Yeah.
The Dudleys.
You know, being the hardcore. You know, because I like the hardcore stuff. You know, and I thought they were good in that hardcore stuff.
Okay, since you brought up hardcore, which is my forte, Bruiser Brody.
Oh yeah.
The original hardcore.
And I hate what happened to him. Got stabbed to death in a darn shower.
Yep.
Taking a shower and a guy come in there and stabbed him to death. Killed him.
Yep. And Tony
I know
Atlas
who-
to this day still says he doesn't know what actually happened.
Tony Atlas is full of you know what.
Shiite.
Tony
Tony
Atlas,
Atlas was there. He's seen it happen.
I hate to say it, Tony
There was
Atlas
about
is
3
so
of them
full
that
of his
saw it.
own bull that he is regurgitating feet.
He
Because
don't
if
know
you-
what happened because he's afraid to say what
Yep.
happened because he's afraid for his own life.
Yes.
Man, Bruiser Brody, that dude was a beast. I was a huge fan of his.
Well, there was like 3 of them there when it happened too. Now all 3 of them says the same thing. They don't know what happened.
Which, I mean, there again, the world still may never know. And
That kept
But-
a lot of people going over there and wrestling out of the States. Going over there. They wouldn't go over there.
But Brody, the thing about Brody was he loved his family. He was very athletic, and that was obvious. But he loved wrestling in general, just like he loved his family and his fans.
Yep. Scott Murphy says DX. Yeah.
Now, which era of DX? Attitude or 2000s?
Oh man, it's always going to be attitude with me.
Howdy, fighting spirit. Welcome to
The
live
Hardy
stream.
Boys. Now, I'm going to be dating myself here, and we're going to go back to the Attitude Era. The only Hardy Boys I actually liked that era was with Michael Hayes.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah.
They had a better sound with their music. And yes, they were trying to make themselves, in a way, a new age Freebirds. That's what Michael wanted to do.
Yeah.
But there again, I think Michael clicked with them and it worked.
Playboy Buddy Landau. That's another one.
I think we're all flabbergasted on this one.
I'm just trying to catch up with some of the comments.
Well, there's a comment on the screen there, Goofy.
What about the Mulkey brothers? Those guys knew
How to take a whooping.
how to take a whooping. I'm not sure I remember them. The Mulkey brothers?
Rock and Roll Express.
Absolutely. Midnight Express.
Abso-freaking tootin' rootin'.
The New Express. I don't know if y'all know them or not.
Nope.
No.
Iron Man and Rush.
Oh,
That's
take
some local boys from here in town, man. Great guys, both of them. I love them to death.
Yeah, they are. They're great guys. Boy, and then they always got a pop, didn't they?
Yeah, trust me, I've been against both of them right there hundreds of times probably. And they kick my rear end every time.
Iron Sheik.
Oh, the
Yeah.
Sheik.
Iron Sheik.
Oh, okay.
There's
Iron
a Sheik,
Sheik.
and then there's an Iron Sheik.
Yes, well, I'm, I always talk about the Sheik anyways. But the Iron Sheik, oh, Hulk Hogan, patooey, I spit on you.
Yeah, right.
Iron Sheik, he didn't like the Ultimate Warrior. But you want to see some shoot interviews about that?
Oh, the
Oh,
Iron Sheik doesn't like anybody.
Iron
Yeah,
Sheik.
right.
So you go watch the Iron Sheik talking about the Ultimate Warrior. You will laugh your rear end off. That is so funny. He's talking about Ultimate Warrior being gay and all this bunch of stuff. And I mean, he's got some bad language. You have to deal with that. But that is hilarious to listen to.
Okay, what of the female managers?
Elizabeth.
Miss Liz.
Yes.
Yeah, buddy. That woman right there was awesomely beautiful. Beautiful.
Sherry. The sensational Sherry.
Jerry. Yeah, I loved her too. She was good.
Yes.
Good manager.
Sable.
Yeah. Actually, a lot of people don't know that Sensational Sherry, she sang
Shawn Michaels theme
Shawn
song.
Michaels' theme song. Yeah, I had a brain fart there. You know, I'll dig this.
I had to help you out a little bit there.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that.
Hey, no problem.
Who was that you said?
Sometimes great minds think alike.
Sable.
Sable? Yeah, Brock Lesnar's wife.
Tammy Cinch.
Yep.
Yeah.
She's all right.
Deborah McMichaels.
It was another one that they pushed too fast, too quick.
Deborah McMichael, no.
Here you go. Woman.
Yes. Yep, absolutely. What about Baby Doll? You remember Baby Doll?
Oh, I almost had the privilege of going to Winston-Salem, North Carolina, and meeting her.
Who put that up there? Randy's Adventure?
Yeah.
Scary Sherry. Boy, I remember them days.
Scary Sherry.
Deborah McMichael, she was married to Steve McMichael at first, and then she divorced him and married Steve Austin. Stone Cold.
Well, yeah. you got to think now, old Mongo McMichaels, you know, he's dealing with some bad issues. I think he's got Parkinson's and a couple other bad illnesses.
Oh, my foot did.
Or scratch it.
I did. Shut up.
What's that smell? Put your shoes back on, Tig.
It's Vaughn.
No.
No, it is not Sheriff. Sheriff does not stink. He smells like roses.
I made an oopsie there. Ow! That gummy.
That's what you get for making an oopsie.
I know.
Exactly.
She was also Honky Tonk's girlfriend.
Who?
Luciano put that on there. I don't know.
Who was Honky Tonk's girlfriend?
Kayfabe girlfriend.
Oh, kayfabe girlfriend.
Yeah.
Well, first he put that, and then he came down and put that.
Okay.
So I'm going to assume.
I know. I guess.
Who's the guy? Chris, you probably might know this, I hope, because I can't remember the guy's name. He's the guy that
worse memory than
he
you.
used to spit that mist out of his mouth all the time.
Well, you had the great Muda and
Muda, that's who I'm thinking about. Well, Kabuki did it. But
Kabuki did
Muda,
it first, then Muda, and then Tajiri.
Yeah, Tajiri. Wasn't a big fan of Tajiri.
But the great Muda, man.
He was awesome.
Talking about watching some of his New Japan stuff and All Japan stuff. Woohoo!
I can't eat peppers. I got a heart problem. Tajiri. Wasn't a big fan of Tajiri, but eh.
Now, Tajiri in his ECW days was phenomenal. WWE days, His New Japan stuff, All Japan stuff, phenomenal. You can tell the level that I watch. Rhino, Gore. Dude, that man is a beast, but he is a very nice guy. I met him at Impact in 2000 something in Florida. Real nice guy. Him and Raven both.
Raven, I can't stand that moron.
Raven, nice. I love Raven.
I couldn't stand him. I thought he was a jerk.
Well, what about ECW? Can't forget those guys. I mean,
well, you get okay. So you go ECW. Well, you got. Now, what are we talking? ECW, like, I mean.
is wrestlers that go for the hardcore stuff.
Okay, you've got
like Sandman.
You got to throw out the Sandman. You got to throw out Mikey Whipwreck. You got to throw out Sabu.
Yeah, you can't forget Sabu.
Of course, got to throw in Raven and Tommy Dreamer.
Tommy
Yeah.
Dreamer, yeah, he was good.
You got to throw out the New Japan Pro Wrestling Hayabusa.
Yep.
List can go on and on
Hey,
when it comes to the hardcore stuff, and you can't forget about the gangsters.
who was that? Who was the girl, the blonde-headed girl that was with DX? I can't remember her name. Good-looking girl.
Blonde-headed girl with DX.
Yeah. Yeah, what was her name? Tori.
Tori, yeah. Was the
Holly.
former, used to be the former Mrs. Shane McMahon. Hardcore Bob Holly.
Yeah, buddy.
Nice guy
Tori
right
Wilson.
there.
Oh, my God, man. You're talking. Oh.
Tori Wilson.
Looking
Well,
at Tori Wilson, no, I can only say one word. Boing. And
Kevin
that's
Nash.
enough
Big
said.
Nash.
Yeah,
Vinny
Tori.
Vegas. All right, you can go Vinny Vegas. You can go Oz. we can throw out all the bad names he was thrown in WCW.
All right.
Well, heck, you gotta if you throw out bad
Yeah.
names, you gotta throw out Scott
Okay.
Hall's original name in WCW, the Diamond Stud.
Right.
Right. Scott
But
Murphy
for
put up there.
Copeland-
She's hot. Well, you ain't kidding. She's hot.
Oh yeah. ECW, I mean, they had a lot of good in-ring competitors, some very good-looking women, but one of the best ones on the mic, ECW, bar none, the franchise, Shane Douglas.
Hey, how's it
Bar
going?
none.
Luciano. What about the mouth of the South, Jimmy Hart?
Yep.
That's right, buddy. Let's go. Come on, I'm the mouth of the South. Woohoo!
That dude, he was amazing.
Hey,
He really
what?
was. Scott Hall and Razor Ramon, yeah. CM Punk, I'd rather not even talk about that moron. Can't stand CM Punk. I mean, if he dropped dead, I'd spit on his grave or pee on it or something. I can't stand him. He's an idiot.
CM Punk was not on Impact. Well, early. You go early.
TNA.
He,
was there.
Go
yeah, no,
early
he's
back in the
then.
heydays when they were in Nashville. Yeah.
It's about the same difference, but yeah. Either way, CM Punk's a jerk. He's a
Scott
idiot.
Hall will always be Razor Ramon to me.
That's for sure. Chico.
No. Razor Ramon will always be Tony Montana for me. Anyways. Minus the big white powdery substance underneath his nose.
All right.
Hey, yo.
Hey, yo, the Chico, Razor Ramon.
I love that when they come out. Hey, yo. That toothpick.
Well, here's your one I'll throw out there that people might know, might remember. How about Daphne?
Oh,
Yeah, buddy.
yes.
The Scream Queen. Oh, man.
God rest that woman's soul. She was phenomenally talented in ring. She could manage the best.
What do you mean, rest her soul? She dead?
Yeah.
Daphne's she's been dead quite a few years now.
No, she died last year.
I did not know that.
She's been gone more than just the last year.
No, Buford.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
Mr. Perfect. Oh, man.
Oh, Kurt Hennig.
Luciano, you are the man. I'm telling you what. I'm telling you. Mr. Perfect, Kurt Hennig, man. I don't know what to say about Kurt. He's just great. Luna said she remembers Tori Wilson. Who don't remember Tori Wilson? Man.
Yeah, I mean, seriously. I mean, who doesn't remember the Playboy? I mean, the magazine issue. Yeah.
Yeah, I got that. I mean, I heard about that.
Yeah. Yeah. It had great articles in it.
Well, I stand corrected. That was the one that was the most recent one.
Yes.
Not sure who you're talking about, Leonard. I'm not really sure.
They found her September the 1st, 2021.
Suicide gunshot wound to the chest.
Really?
Yeah, now I remember because that's everybody was talking about. She had a live stream right before she done it.
Yes. She had a lot of depression issues. She was also dealing with her ex at the time. And
Man, that's crazy. I did not know that.
oh,
I got a picture of her that I took at a show.
I've actually seen some of the indie shows that she's done on YouTube, and she was damn good.
her TNA run was brilliant. China, ooh, you can't throw women out there without mentioning the ninth wonder of the world, China.
Absolutely. The first
Now-
female intercontinental champion.
Yeah,
Yep,
despite
first and only.
Yeah, that's right. Only.
Despite her
Can y'all
many
tell me who she beat? Who she beat for it?
ooh, God, Jeff Jarrett,
Jeff Jarrett.
and a good housekeeping match, I mind you. Wow.
Jeff Jarrett. Hey, there's another one. Jeff Jarrett. I don't know if it's his uncle or his dad, but Jarrett.
Jarrett's his daddy.
That was another good guy, man. I've seen him thousands of times, probably. Way back there, though.
What about old Psycho Sid?
Munchkin?
Oh, Sid Vicious. Oh, you can't.
I remember that match where he broke his leg in the ring.
Oh,
Yeah, cage match, yeah.
Talking about something to make you cringe.
Yeah.
Go and if you want to see something cringeworthy, go on YouTube, Google Psycho Sid, WCW, I think it was Thunder.
All you have to do is Psycho Sid breaks leg and you get it.
You'll get it and you'll see it.
Raven, not a fan of Raven. I can't stand him. Smart aleck to me, or he was to me. A lot of people like him. I thought he was a jerk.
Sometimes you just got to quote the Raven, nevermore.
Yeah, please, nevermore.
Well, you could also, if you really want to go back, Raven, what was his name? And the WWF, Scotty Flamingo. Or Scotty Polo.
Yeah.
You know what? You know, and this I know was it was a cheap gimmick and everything, and that was Hurricane. I actually watched some of his actual matches.
Hurricane Rosie.
The cat could actually wrestle.
Oh
Yes,
man, I love that gimmick.
Shane Helms is a brilliant wrestler. He came from Omega. He came from Omega in North Carolina. That was the Hardys wrestling show that they done.
Yep.
And of course, he went on to WCW, and he was known as Sugar Shane Helms with 3 count. Wow,
Yep.
I'm starting to really date myself now. That I know all this. Holy crap. But it was sad that the Hurricane gimmick was given the opportunity to flourish in WWE. And then he went to Shane Helms, the bad guy, and it wasn't really. They scuttled it.
They've done away with it because a hurricane hit the United States, and it was really, really a bad one. And they didn't want him going out there using the name Hurricane because of that, and that's why they scrapped it.
Scotty Too Hottie. Okay, well, who recently quit WWE and has made his return to wrestling at the GCW, which is synonymous with deathmatch wrestling.
Yep.
But Hey, great piece of talent. Talented. Got over with people.
And that's who she's talking about.
And of course, everybody's favorite, and listen to how I say this, everybody's favorite, Gilbert.
Okay, I'm sorry, but kudos on WWE and the low standards of WCW trying to one up them and come up with a character named Gilbert. That was
awesome.
great.
That was so funny.
It sold me. That's when WWE was still good. Of course, nowadays they're not. They don't really matter to me because I don't watch them.
Right.
WWF back then, though.
Yeah. Grandmaster Sex, yes. Brian Christopher.
Yeah, Jerry Lawler's son.
God rest his soul, yes. I met him. I was actually very fortunate to meet him.
I did too.
And right down the road a few years back. Great guy. Very humbling.
I'll be right back up here in just a second, guys.
No, don't go anywhere.
I have to. It's unfortunate, but, coffee just does a thing to you, so.
I understand that.
Lunar Eclipse is leaving us. Oh, no.
Oh. Well, Lunar, thank you very much for stopping by.
Yep, Lunar's a sweetheart.
Whoop, hold on.
Oh, that's the wifey calling.
Yeah, I gotta move.
Ruh-roh. They're going to leave me up here by myself. All right. Let's see, I stopped watching in 2003 two soap operas. I agree with that. That's for sure. And they're letting Vince McMahon take back over everything, and he's ruining it. Man, WWE's going down the toilet in a spiral, a real fast one. But yeah, I mean, being in wrestling, I was wrestling 24 years, and man, it was just, it's hard on your body, but man, I wouldn't change it for nothing. I met so many good people. Yep. I met Bob Armstrong. I've actually worked like 2 or 3 seconds against Brad Armstrong.
Oh.
He threw me in the ropes, I ducked, and he swung over my head. I come off the other side, and he hit me with a clothesline, and I rolled out. That's about it.
Yeah.
Brad Armstrong, I got more respect for that man right there than I do most any wrestler alive.
Oh yeah.
Well, did have, he's passed away too.
Yep.
Man, he was just an amazing, super nice guy. He'd sign autographs and just, man, he was just so good with everybody.
Edge, Adam Copeland. Yeah. Phenomenal piece of talent.
Back in the day.
Edge's always been a great piece of talent.
Since he messed his neck up, he's lost a lot of it. He's afraid to do what he used to do.
Well, he you got the limitations,
Yeah.
He had double neck fusion surgery or triple neck fusion surgery, sorry. But for his age, he's taken care of himself, and he's getting in that ring, busting his bottom.
Appreciate that, Randy.
Doing what he's doing.
But man, I can talk about wrestling all day.
Oh yeah.
We got on the right subject, man. I'm ready.
I hear you. I mean, I wouldn't take back, about I think the 10 years that I was in wrestling. I wouldn't take back any of it. Just like Tick said, the people that you meet, the friendships that come and go.
Yeah.
But, there are some takeaways from wrestling. I'm 34. I've got 2 blown out knees. I'm blind in one eye. I've got 8 counts of post-concussion. I've got a messed up lower back. It's hard for me to get up out of the bed in the morning.
I know how you feel, buddy. I know how you feel.
And, there are takeaways from wrestling, especially the style that I did. which
Well,
was
Chris,
the W.
who would you say is not necessarily to you, but popularity wise, who do you think is the biggest popular person that you've ever actually walked up to and talked to?
Now, is
And
this?
I think I can. I'm pretty sure that I can answer that, but I'm not real sure.
Now you're talking about wrestling wise.
Wrestling wise, yeah.
Most popular that I've walked up to and met, and Mick Foley.
Oh wow, no, that wasn't who I was thinking. I was thinking Dory.
Well, Dory, yeah, Dory was a hoot. Dory was a hoot. Dory Funk Jr. was a hoot. I even met Missy Hayek.
Yeah.
But Dory was a hoot. But yeah, Mick Foley, nice guy. So I mean, I was even in the locker room with not Chris Candido,
Terry Funk. Scott Murphy, he's getting on the right track now.
Oh, good old Terry.
Yeah, man.
God, it sucks that Terry is actually going through Alzheimer's.
Oh yeah, yeah.
He's in an assisted living home.
Yes, that's terrible.
Yeah, it is.
But I have actually had the privilege. I shook Andre the Giant's 3 fingers.
I was about to say, I mean,
my hand was fully extended, and I shook those 3 fingers.
It's like, how you doing?
Middle 3.
Oh, what is your name?
Of course, I was real young there again too. I was probably 8 or 10 years old.
Mr. Wonderful, Paul Orndorff. God rest his soul.
Oh man, one of the best hills ever.
God rest his soul. That is right. If he would have got his neck fixed, I think he would have. I mean, even though he continued to wrestle in WCW, but if he would have got his neck fixed, I think he would have been wrestling a little longer.
They have.
I mean, look at Arn Anderson. If he would have got his neck fixed, and his hand wouldn't have
atrophied. You got Ole Anderson, Gene Anderson. You go back, some of them old timies.
Yep. I mean, I've met Arn. Arn is a real nice guy. Only met him once, and that was 2003. Met him at a show that I was doing in Orlando. Real nice guy, though. And I met
so many, man. It's just amazing how many of them I've met. I mean, God, I don't know, hundreds.
Greg the Hammer Valentine. Heck
yeah.
Had a privilege to be a part of the show he was working.
Yeah, Scott Murphy. Stacy Keebler had them legs that started at her feet, and they went all the way up and made well, you know what I mean.
Yeah, let's just
Lordy.
Woohoo. Wow. I think we well, what we got here?
Yeah, Flair is FLAR. A lot of people.
Yeah, well.
I mean, ain't no big deal, but yeah. A lot of people spell it that way.
Mm-hmm. Bet a lot of people spell your name wrong. Luckily, my name is just basic, and it is, yeah, just like Sheriff. All right, Santa Claus, don't shake your head at me. All I have to say is Twinkie in the ear.
Kiss my ass.
Tito Santana, man, that's a
And
Oh,
it wasn't in the ear.
in the nose with a rubber
No.
hose.
No, not in the nose, up the nose, and all the way up to my brain, I think.
Hey, Luciano, do you know who used to call him Chico Santana?
Chico Santana. Or you can call him Cheeto Santana.
And that's what he said about the Twinkie up the nose is true, Randy.
Yeah, it is very, very true.
Jesse, you're right, Luciano. Jesse Ventura.
The body. The mentally deranged conspiracy theorist quack job.
So
Who
how many
is?
of y'all remember Crazy Luke Graham?
Ooh.
That's way back.
Let's see. What about the Boogie Woogie Man, Handsome Jimmy Valiant?
Jimmy Man, Boogeyman, yeah.
That's going back too.
He didn't like to be called the Boogeyman. He wanted to be called the Boogie Woogie Man.
Well, the Boogie Woogie Man.
You always make sure you put that Woogie on there or he gonna say something.
What about he's sweeter than German chocolate cake. He's tougher than a $2 steak. Mr. Billy Graham.
Billy Graham, that's another one, man.
Yep.
And yes, I quoted that. I didn't realize I actually still knew that. Superstar Billy Graham,
Wow.
who just signed a one-off deal with WWE.
Did we talk about Bill Dundee?
Yeah.
We talked about Benoit.
Man, Chris Benoit was amazing. Oh, yeah. He definitely did that. Luciano, Jimmy Van was saying, Daddy, 100 times during the promo. Every
That's
time.
right, Daddy.
It's your
You
wood.
can't shake the Boogie Woogie Man. Handsome Jimmy Valiant, Daddy. I tell you that right now, Daddy.
Man, that guy, man, he can cut a crazy promo.
Talking about one of the longest beards I've ever seen.
Yeah.
That top ZZ Top's beards.
Yep. I remember one of the Moondogs one time was with Jimmy Valiant.
Oh,
Right.
yeah.
Randy.
And they reached up there and pulled each other's beard. He'd reach over and pull his beard. Then he'd reach over and pull his. That went on for like 10 minutes, man. They just joked. They pull his up.
The Moondogs. Golly.
The sheep herders.
Oh, the sheep herder. Well, you pretty much you put the sheep herders in there because that's the bushwhackers.
Yeah.
Well, what about Hillbilly Jim?
Hillbilly Jim. Oh my
I'd have
goodness.
forgot about that name. If you hadn't said that, I'd have forgot all about that.
Well, I'm gonna put my hands on my hips. Hold on.
Always on them overalls and that big
Yep.
old Gucci looking hat.
I tell you what, Hillbilly Jim, that man, that's a nice guy as well.
Scott Murphy can't think of anything else.
So this is bad.
Give it a second,
Well-
you will.
We need to turn this. Sheriff, we need to turn this into what is today? Tuesday.
Yep.
We need to turn this into Wrestling Tuesdays with Sheriff Buford T. Cletus, Tig, and me.
Well, we can do that. Ain't nothing but a thing.
That is true. Yes, he played pro ball in Japan or Europe and Japan, but still.
Roxy actually got to meet Eugene
Nick Dinsmore. Yeah.
and said he was a heck of a nice guy.
Yeah,
Heck
I
of a
met
nice guy.
him at a local show in Chatsworth.
I like that. Yeah, I did too. I met him there too. I like the gimmick. When he first started, it was good, but after so long, it just kind of got stale because he was doing the same thing over and over and over.
Well, I like one of my favorite things that he did while he was actually wrestling was use other wrestlers' finishing moves. That was hilarious.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they several of them that done that. They had Big Show doing that one time.
Well, they had him doing it because he wasn't supposed to really know how to wrestle. You know, he just wanted to do it. You know, and then he started using people's.
You know what I think we should do is, since the Junkyard Dog has been brought up again, I bet Tig to the TIG there won't get up and do the dance.
Nope, I sure won't.
Try to do the JYD shuffle.
Them knees going in and out, him holding on to that rope.
Ain't
That guy was
nobody.
great.
Well, you know, since we talked about it, one we got to bring up, Dr. Death,
Steve Williams, yeah.
University of Oklahoma, Boomer Sooner.
And he let you know it, too.
Dang straight, he had that 3-point stance, and boom,
Yeah.
that's all it took.
It'd be like
He was
running
a
into a
beast.
mountain.
Both him and Terry Bam Bam Gordy tagged up in Japan.
Yeah.
And did a couple of stints in WCW.
They sure did. I remember that. And then I remember either Steve turned on Terry or Terry turned on him. I can't remember which.
It was Steve that turned on Terry.
But I tell you, man, back when the Freebirds was, you know, when Terry Gordy was against Michael Hayes for a long time, that cage match that they done right before they got back together, man, that whole plan right there, man, was just it was brilliant.
Yes.
They was going to cut Michael Hayes' hair, and then Terry Gordy was in there fighting him that time, and you know they beat each other half to death. Then when they got in there and was going to cut Michael's hair, then Terry turned right around and whop, boy, he popped them and threw them scissors out of the ring. He whooped like 4 or 5 different guys. I think it was 4 of them.
Let's see.
But the way they got back together was awesome. Kevin Sullivan was supposed to wrestle with Michael Hayes against Ted DiBiase and was it Buzz Sawyer, I think? Buzz Sawyer, rest his soul, up to him too. But anyway, Kevin Sullivan didn't show up. So Michael went back to the back. You know, Gordon Sully said, you better get you a partner and let's get this thing going. And then Terry went back. I mean, Michael went to the back, got Terry, then the Freebirds come back out. Boy, they cleared house. Good old days, man. I love it.
Favorite. This will be my last hoorah here, and then I've got to hop off. But favorite manager, male manager from the Attitude Era and through the NWA, the early territory days. Favorite managers.
Man, Bobby Heenan comes to life. Jimmy Hart. God. I don't know.
My two. Percival Pringle himself.
Percy Pringle, yeah.
And Mr. Jim Cornette. I thank you.
Cornette, yeah.
I listen to the Corny Drive Through every single time it is online.
That dude's got a potty mouth, man.
He might have a potty mouth, but he's a very intelligent man, and people that say he's out of touch, they're wrong.
Oh yeah.
They're wrong. He is in touch, and he knows what wrestling is about.
He knows his shit.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Captain Lou Albana.
Yeah. I like that little deal they did with Cyndi Lauper.
Yeah, you could only call him a manager with Cyndi Lauper. So, I mean, that really doesn't count.
And the video where he's Cyndi Lauper's dad.
Mm-hmm.
What was that? Girls Want to Have Fun, I think.
Yeah.
Classic Freddie Blassie.
There's another one.
The Wizard.
Jack and Jerry Briscoe.
List can go on and on. I can't think of any right now. But Sheriff, Tig, well,
What?
everybody in chat, thank y'all so much for having me on here.
Well, thank you for coming up. I mean, it's appreciated, and when we get a good conversation going on, you know, it really takes off, you know.
Exactly. And I mean, I don't want to plug my channels on here.
You
so.
go ahead and do so. That way, everybody can find you.
All right, if you have not already, remember to like and subscribe to these two gentlemen up here. My channels are Action Point Gaming and Screen Time Podcast. Once again, that is Action Point Gaming and Screen Time Podcast. Hey, we love to put out entertainment for all of y'all. Give us a like, give us a subscribe.
Hey,
See everybody.
I got a question for you before you go, Chris. Hang on just a second. You gonna join us Thursday?
That's right.
Oh, you the man. All right, bro.
All right.
Take care, Chris. We appreciate you.
Hey, no problem.
Tell the wife hello.
I will.
All right, man. See ya.
Later, guys.
Later, Tater.
Mr. Fuji.
Yeah.
Man, I'll tell you what, Luciano. He keeps bringing these names out. Man, I ain't heard them forever.
Well, yeah. I mean, you know, Fuji and Abdullah, and you know,
Yeah.
that goes back to our younger kid days, you know.
Classy Freddy Blassie, man. Wow, man, so many memories.
Yeah, I mean, you know, it's and y'all have to remember, you know, we're back when wrestling still was wrestling. I mean, grappling and the whole 9 yards. And that's what we liked, you know. That was the thing, you know.
And just all these people that I've seen, man. I mean, from the NWA times, because I used to go to shows in Atlanta, you know, when I was a kid.
Yeah.
And here in Chattanooga, well, over there in Chattanooga, I'm in a different state. But anyway, I'd go to the auditorium all the time over there. Every time they'd have a show, I was there every time.
Well, yeah, it was every Saturday night, you know.
And I mean, that just everywhere, man. And some of these names that people are bringing up, you know, I can't remember them all, but man, that Luciano, man, he knows his wrestling stuff, buddy. He's pulling out the names out of the way in the bottom of the bag, so to speak.
Yeah, he's got it going on, that's for sure.
Our Scream Time podcast, he put his link up.
That'll work.
Everybody didn't see that.
That'll work. Go over and give him a check. He's good people.
Yeah, man. He's got a friend of his, Eddie T, that is in the podcast with him, and they talk about all kinds of stuff, man. I mean, I'm not really sure what they're doing right now, but I know that they used to talk about some of the serial killer stuff and just all kind of really interesting stuff. It's really good stuff. Man, y'all go check it out. I mean, I'm not sure how many people's in here right now, but I'm sure somebody might see it later on.
Right.
But yeah, man, go check out Screen Time Podcast, man. That's some good stuff. Just be willing to spend a few hours, because once they get started, they just hook you, man. I mean, you're in there forever listening.
Hey, Luciano, we appreciate you being here, man. Come on back anytime.
Yeah, brother.
We'll talk some more and get another topic going or whatever. We just, like I say, we just do whatever here, and whatever happens to come up in people's minds, and we'll start talking about it if we can.
Yeah, Luciano, you can join us Thursday. You know, me and Buford and Chris is going to be on the Real Tig Tig channel Thursday night at 7:00. Is it Central Time?
No, it's Eastern Standard Time.
Eastern Standard Time. Okay. Well, anyway, you know how my mind is, man. I shake my head and all it does is rattle.
Tinka.
You can come over and check us out. We're going to keep going. But yeah, man, it's 10 after 11 here, and I'm fixing to have to get my rear end into bed because I got to get up early.
Yeah, I hear you.
And Randy's Adventure says, be safe, Tig Tig. I plan to do that, brother. Man, appreciate you coming in and checking out everything.
Absolutely. We do appreciate everybody.
Everybody, that's right.
We're glad to have everybody come in and throw out the names for the wrestling and stuff, you know, because it brings back good memories for us, you know. So
Oh yeah, definitely.
it was a good thing.
Yeah, I was in there almost 25 years, almost.
Just lacking a little bit.
But I was going to do 2 matches and then I was going to retire. I done the next to the last match, broke my leg, had to quit right then. So.
Well, evidently, you know, as they say, things happen for a reason. So it happened to make you go ahead and step down. So.
Yeah. But
well,
I wish it turned out that way, man, because it was hard the 2 years after that trying to learn how to walk again with a dirty plate in your leg.
Right. Well, everybody, we thank y'all for coming by and carrying on a good conversation with us. And we always appreciate everybody that stops in, whether you stop in just to say hi and leave or whether you came to hang out.
Appreciate the interaction with everybody, man. Everybody
definitely
questions and stuff, man. That's just amazing.
Definitely. And maybe we'll have another one of these questions and answers and stuff like that maybe next week, and we'll see what.
That's a good thing we could do, Sheriff. We could actually during the week we could write down a bunch of questions and see who can answer the questions first.
Well, there you go. Kind of like a little trivia type thing. Yep.
Yeah, trivia. That's what I was trying to think of. You know how to do that.
But like I say, we appreciate everybody, and we're gonna head on out for now. But remember, people, if you see somebody out there that don't have a smile, please give them one and make their day. All right, y'all come back now.
If I could say something, I'd just like to say, everybody, keep your faith in the good Lord, man. He's there for you when you need him.
Absolutely correct. So we're gonna sign out for this go around. We'll see y'all again down the road.
Later, Tater.
Later, taters.